Much of what I'm about to say comes from The Man in the Red Bandana, which was featured on September 11th, 2019 for ESPN. Wells Crowther was an athletic and servant-hearted young man. In high school, he spent most of his time on the field or in the firehouse. He became a junior firefighter as soon as he turned 16. He was captain of his hockey team and top scorer on the field in lacrosse. Eventually, he played Division I lacrosse at Boston College. After graduating in 1999, he moved to New York City and became an equities trader. His office was on the 104th floor in the South Tower of the World Trade Center. On 8:46 a.m. on September 11th, American Airlines Flight 11 flew into the North Tower of the World Trade Center. Wells, already at his desk in the South Tower, called and left a message for his mother. "Mom, this is Wells. I want you to know that I'm okay." In the 78th floor sky lobby of the South Tower, approximately 200 people were waiting to evacuate by the elevators. Lin Young was one of them. At 9:02, United Flight 175 hit the building, its wings cutting a diagonal path between the 78th and 84th floors. Severely burned and stranded amongst the dying, Young and others still alive saw no way out. She said, "We looked around the floor. I said, well, we really can't move because we don't know what happened. We were afraid we were going to take a step. The whole thing is going to sink in." Then, all of a sudden, we saw a young man come out of nowhere. You heard this man's voice say, "I found the stairs. Follow me. Only help the ones that you can help." It's the way he said it. And we just got up. We follow. The man led Young and others from the sky lobby to stairway A, the only functional stairway left on the 78th floor. According to survivors' accounts in the Times article, Wells had searched for a fire extinguisher. He used it to put out some blazes and assigned a woman, Ling Young, to carry it down the stairs while he carried an injured woman on his back. He led them down to the 61st floor where they met firefighters who escorted them to working elevators on the 40th floor. After leading the group down, the man turned and headed back up the stairs. Young said, "He said, I'm going back up. He knows there's a lot of people up there on the 70th floor that needed help. I mean, he could have continued going down with us, but he didn't. He decided to go back up." The man climbed 17 floors, returning again to the burning sky lobby. There he found other survivors, including Junie Ween. Judy's husband, Jerry, relating what she said. She said she saw a young man appear out of nowhere. She watched him as he went around helping people, putting out fires and administering aid to the injured. And he said, "Everyone who can stand, stand now. If you can help others, do so." After being led safely to the stairway, Wine saw the man go back to the burning sky lobby. At 9:59 a.m., the South Tower collapsed. According to accounts of survivors, Wells helped save as many as 12 people on September 11th. Young said, "Without him, I wouldn't be here. He saved my life, and he'll always be in my heart and always be with me." spouses for each other, parents for their children, soldiers for brothers and sisters and their countries, police officers and firefighters, doctors and nurses for their patients, and priests for their people. A priest was the first official casualty of 9/11, administering last rites as he died. All of these people risking and giving their lives. What do all these people have in common? Perhaps there are many things, but I think there is at least one thing. They have in common what they were thinking about. And what were they thinking about? Others. The other. This sacrificial giving, this sacrificial love of spouses, parents, soldiers, police officers and firefighters, doctors and nurses and priests finds its fulfillment in Jesus. On the night of the Last Supper, he took bread, said the blessing, broke it, and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body, which will be given for you. Do this in memory of me." This is my body that is for you. For you. Jesus' life wasn't taken from him. He freely offered it. He says in John's Gospel, "No one takes it from me, but I lay it down on my own. I have power to lay it down and power to take it up again." Jesus was thinking about something as he died. You. He was thinking about you. He was dying for you. The fraternal charity of humble service, of washing feet, rises to its height in the offering of one's life for another. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. Of turning around and going back up those stairs to save others. Of saying, "Not my will, but thine be done," in the Garden of Gethsemane, and freely offering his life on the cross for us, for you. He loved his own in the world, and he loved them to the end. And Jesus was not just thinking about you when he died. He was thinking about you now. He wanted to be with you now. He didn't want his death to be locked away in the past, as if it even could. And so on the night of the Last Supper, he instituted a way, a means, by which his saving death, the fruits of his saving death, and his bodily presence could reach us, could reach you, even now. The priesthood and the Eucharist. This is what so many people feel so painfully during this time of COVID-19 and quarantine. To be away from this presence. To be away from this sacrificial love. Ling Young said, "Without him, I wouldn't be here. He saved my life, and he'll always be in my heart and always be with me." She knew the gift she had received. She knew what it cost someone. We can say that too in an even deeper way. Without him, I wouldn't be here. He saved me. He'll always be in my heart and always be with me. Brothers and sisters, may the Lord bring us together soon, so that not only we hear these words, but receive. Take, eat. This is my body that is for you.